I'm biracial. People asked if I'm more black or Asian. Honestly, I just identified as poor.
I know that it seems obvious to some, but you'd be surprised how often people refuse to accept how much they have in common with a poor person of another race. My escape from poverty had a lot to do with good luck, and not because I worked harder, better, smarter, or shit like that. A lot of it was fucking luck. However, the further I excel in my career, the more I'm put into rooms with people who were born into wealth, and I'm constantly shocked by how insulated they are from the world I grew up in. For example, I worked as a principal product designer for a corporation, and they had different tiers of pricing aimed at different classes. I got into an argument with an executive because she wanted to make the lowest cost option, the affordable option, $15,000 more expensive because it wasn't that much. And I just couldn't wrap my head around that. You don't think $15K is that much? I quit that company soon after, but it's just something that has always stuck with me, because I'm never really sure if the average person truly understands how out of touch some wealthy people are. And these are the people who are designing your world, and that it's very rare that someone with my life experience has the opportunity to step in and say, hey, so don't fucking do that.
Damn, this hits hard. The "it's not that much" comment from that exec would have sent me into orbit too. It's wild how class is like this invisible barrier that cuts across everything else, but people act like it doesn't exist. You can have more in common with someone who looks nothing like you but grew up broke than with someone who shares your background but never worried about money. Good on you for speaking up in those rooms, even if it cost you the job. Most people from wealth literally cannot fathom what $15K means to regular folks.
$15K wouldn't solve all my problems, but it would make a huge impact on my life. The gap between the haves and have-nots just keeps increasing.
As someone that's poor as fuck, $15K would make a massive difference to me. I'm an adult student with a shitty part-time job. Shit's brutal. Wouldn't fix my life, but it would relieve a lot of stress, and probably be gone in a year due to paying off debt, healthcare, and other major expenses I've been putting off. Being poor fucking sucks.
This is so real it hurts LMAO. I remember when a coworker was complaining about having to pay $300 for car repairs, and this other dude was like, just put it on your credit card. Like, bro, that assumes I have $300 of available credit and can afford the interest. The disconnect is insane. These people making decisions about pricing have never had to choose between groceries and gas, but somehow they're setting prices for products aimed at people who do that math every week.
If you liked everything, give it a like, and there will be even more interesting stories. Write in the comments what topics to make next.